How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're taking a look at this Ausom scooter, AUSOM. So let's jump right in. Okay, so we'll jump right into the powertrain. It's got a rear hub motor. It's rated for 800 watts, 1100 peak, and that's paired with a 48 volt, 16.6 amp hour battery. So it's a pretty good power, pretty good range. Let's do a quick range and acceleration test and see how she does. So to turn the bike on, you have to hold out the power button, and it comes on briefly, but then you need one of these little NFCs, tap, and then it comes on. So let's start off in eco mode. Probably looking at 10 miles an hour, 12, 13. Alright, let's bump that up. Sport. So we're going uphill here, so we'll wait till we get a flat area to test the speed in sport, but it's taking this hill no problem, going 15 miles an hour with me on it, 275 pounds. The weight capacity on this thing is 285, so I'm really pushing the limits. Alright, so it looks like 14, 15 miles an hour in sport. Here we go, hit 16 there. Alright, let's bump this up to race mode. Definitely the power kicks on a little bit harder in race. Oh wow, that's fun. Battery's a little bit low, but we should still be able to get a pretty decent speed. $25, $6, yeah, 26 mile an hour. The claimed top speed is 28. I have no doubt at all if we were fully charged it would hit 28. So yeah, really good speed. Even though it's only a 48 volt bike, 800 watt, it has a good amount of pep to it. It's actually pretty fun to ride. It doesn't feel weak like some scooters. It actually feels pretty decent. It's really easy to ride. It handles really good. Anyways, while we're talking about power, let's talk about range a little bit. So it's got a 48 volt, 15.6 amp hour battery. I'll flash the total watt hours out here on the screen here. So this is actually a steep hill we're going up right now. It's slowed down to about 15 miles an hour in race, but this is a very steep hill. I know it's hard to tell on the camera, but it is. So yeah, pretty good. Oh yeah, in terms of range, let's see, I'll throw up the claimed right here, but with the 15 amp hour battery drawing 800 watts, I'm gonna say 25 miles, something like that. I think if you were, that's in full power mode, like race mode, and then if you were to put it in like eco mode, you'll get much more than that. Probably 40 miles or something like that. It actually is a pretty decent sized battery for the amount of power you're drawing, and it's actually really fun. Yeah, it handles really well. I usually don't ride these stand-up scooters. Usually I ride the sit-down ones or like e-bikes, but I only had a few of these stand-up ones, but this one actually is really easy to ride. It's really intuitive. I typically don't like the trigger throttle either, but this one actually is very progressive. It's easy to modulate the power. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like your normal cheap scooter. It feels pretty good. I think the price is $8.99, I want to say, but I'll flash it on the screen right here if I'm wrong. I do like the acceleration on it too, because it's not like overly jerky, because some scooters you can get, they're just way too twitchy for standing up. The power comes on, it feels fun, but it's not like super twitchy. It comes on nice. So it does come with dual disc brakes. They're mechanical, not hydraulic, but for a scooter as light as this, they're going to be plenty sufficient. But let's just get out there and test them anyways. Well, let's test these brakes out really quick. Try to find somewhere to test them. Usually I test brakes around 20 miles an hour, especially on scooters like this where I'm not 100% comfortable on them because I don't really ride them a lot. Man, this thing's fun. I feel like I'm hauling butt. So let's slow it down a little bit. I think I've got these mailboxes up here. I'll hit it. And we'll see how they feel. Oh yeah, wow, they're strong. They locked right up. Wow, okay. The brakes are good. Yeah, they're really good. Ooh, the turning radius is pretty good too. All in all, one thing I can do too is I can switch what foot I have in the front and back pretty easy on the fly. I don't have to like stop the scooter and get off or anything like that. At least it's roomy enough to do that. But anyways, all in all, I think this is a pretty dang fun scooter. I like it a lot, actually. It does feel like you're going really fast. How fast am I going? 27 miles an hour, but it feels like I'm going like 40 or something like that. It feels like I'm hauling butt. Now, as far as ergonomics, it does have an adjustable stem here, so you can, raise it up or down however you're comfortable. So someone pretty short or pretty tall could probably be fairly comfortable on it in terms of the height of the handlebars. It's got a footrest back here, and it's got like on the smaller size deck, but we'll get out there and see how it actually feels to ride. Alright, so we can talk about the ergonomics a little bit. The scooter is a little short from front to back, you know, so there's not a ton of room on the deck, but my feet are both on there, and then you have that area in the back where you can kind of step back and put your foot on there. It actually gives you much more room. It gives you more balance too. So as far as your footing, your feet position, I think it's pretty good, even though it is kind of a short deck. It feels fine to me. I don't feel squished or uncomfortable. You can raise the bars, you know, so if you're taller, it won't be a problem. I would say this is probably good for someone like 4'10" to like 6'4" or something like that in terms of the height of the handlebars. Man, this thing's perfect for like this, like just bombing around your neighborhood, going to parks and stuff like that. You know, if you want to get something for your kids to ride to school or just have fun with. This is powerful enough to be actually pretty fun. It's pretty versatile. It's got those off-road tires, so if you want to hit some, you know, easy trails or something like that, you could probably do that, no problem. Hit 28 miles an hour right there. I was going slightly downhill though, but still, I feel like I'm going pretty fast because you're standing up like this. It actually feels like you're going a lot faster than when you're riding like a regular e-bike or something like that. So the ergonomics are pretty good. It's a comfortable ride. It's got full suspension. It's got a front and rear coil shock, which makes it, you know, nice to ride. So like I said, it comes with the dual coil shocks, so one in the front and one in the rear there. And it's got kind of knobbyish type tires. I think they market this as an off-road scooter, but the wheels aren't all that big. I mean, you can go off-road trails and stuff like that, but you know, most people are going to be riding this on the road. All right, so let's just take a look at the dash here. So on the left, we've got your turn signal switch here. So it's got little turn signals on the side right here. No turn signals in the front, just the rear. And you know what? I have no idea what this thing does, to be honest. It doesn't turn or anything. Yep, I do not know. Then you got your horn. Pretty loud horn. You got kind of like your ergo grips. I like how they're kind of locked in so they're not going to slip around. So on this side, you have your kind of your gear switch here. You got your power button, trigger throttle, and then your up and down power modes. You got your little light switch right here. You just hold it down for the light to come on and hold it down to turn it off. Should be pretty bright at night. And then you've got a little walk mode right here. So you hold that down and you can walk with it. And then just your up and down for your power modes. The power modes you're looking at, so it starts with Eco, and then it goes Sport and then Race. Sorry about my camera's not focusing very well, but Eco, Sport, and Race. Besides that, you got your, I guess it's how much power you're drawing. You got your speed over here. You got your charge state, and then you got your odometer here. So pretty nice display. It's kind of cool to see how much power you're drawing out of there. And then you just got your, you know, your basic brake levers there. Nothing special, but they're functional. Your charging port right here, and then you can unscrew this, and it does fold down for easy storage and transportation. You got your plastic fenders in the front and the rear there. All in all, it's a pretty cool looking scooter. Pretty fun too. It's got a lot of pep to it. If you're interested, there's going to be a link and a discount code in the description. Thanks for watching to the end. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.